Hi there. Thank you to everyone who's logged in. I hope everyone's having a good day. My name's Haley Campbell, and I'm the Community and Social Media Specialist with Florida Financial. ID theft and scam protection, spooky scams to stay away from is the 9th webinar of our monthly series, and we're super excited to have you on here joining us. Today, we will be learning about spooky scams to stay away from, ID theft, scam protection, and more. This will be an informative webinar, and I'll be providing my contact information in case you have any questions or feedback following the webinar. Let's begin. So I have my contact information on the screen in case you have any questions after the webinar. My email is hcampbell@wefloridafinancial.com, and my cell phone number is 954-871-7525. Today's agenda is going to cover the following topics: welcome to your credit union, ID theft, scam protection, McAfee scam, job scams, charity scams, natural disaster scams. We have fun financial tips. We care about your financial literacy and how to join We. Welcome to your credit union. To give you a little background on our credit union, Florida Financial is a full-service credit union that has been providing outstanding customer service since 1952. So this is our 70th year of being open. We're not for profit, so every member is a shareholder of Florida Financial. When you deposit money into your credit union account, you become both a customer and an owner. We offer low fees and high savings rates. We also offer a range of loans, including auto, personal, home, aviation loans, and more, which have low interest rates as well. So ID theft. Identity theft happens when someone steals your personal information to commit fraud. Some tips to avoid identity theft are: make sure to check your credit score and report regularly, collect your mail daily. If you receive a replacement debit or credit card, cut up and discard your old card. Secure your social security number. Don't carry it around in your wallet except when absolutely necessary. Be wary of unknown phone calls and emails. Shred documents containing personal information before disposing of them. Create various secure passwords for your accounts. Wipe electronics before donating them. Some signs to look out for regarding ID theft are if you get bills for items you didn't buy, if you get debt collection calls for accounts you didn't open, or if you have denials for loan applications. If you do have any suspicion, you can report identity theft to the Federal Trade Commission, which is the FTC, online at identitytheft.gov or by phone at 877-438-4338. Scam protection. Scam protection goes hand in hand with identity theft. Some tips and suggestions that can help protect you from scams are: be sure to guard your personal information. It's also a good idea to use two-factor authentication, which gives you an extra layer of protection to ensure the security of online accounts beyond just a username and password. Stay safe online and don't send any sensitive information virtually. Do not open suspicious text, pop-up windows, or click on links or attachments in emails, and be sure to delete them. Don't give out financial information online or over the phone. Keep your cell phone and computer secure. Beware of any requests for your personal details or money. It's also a good idea to sign up for online billing and financial statements to help reduce the risk of personal information being stolen from paper documents. So the McAfee scam. I'd like to talk about a few different types of scams for you to be wary of. Recently, there's been a rise in scams involving McAfee. In this scam, there's an email purported to be from McAfee, which is a well-known leader in online protection. The email involves the following. So first, the victim is advised they are being charged for McAfee Total Protection antivirus software. The victim is advised to call a number to cancel the charge if they do not want to continue with the purchase. The victim calls the number in which an imposter McAfee employee will answer. The scammer then begins requesting personal information such as bank account info and other personal information. A wire transfer of funds is requested from the victim, or the victim is asked to purchase gift cards and read off the gift card numbers to the imposter. So that's kind of how the process goes when it comes to this scam. How you can prevent the McAfee scam would be to inspect the email address and domains that McAfee emails are coming from. So I have on the screen a list of legitimate email addresses and domains that McAfee actually utilizes. Also, be sure to look for spelling and grammatical errors in the email. In addition, do not click on any links or attachments. Look to see that the sender's email originates from McAfee.com. You can also contact McAfee customer service at 866-622-3911. Do not call any phone numbers on the email. Forward any suspicious emails to spam@mcafee.com. And also just delete the email if you truly feel uncomfortable about it and if it really does seem suspicious. Job scams. With the rise in job seekers looking for remote job opportunities, the chances for job seeker scams have increased. Scammers are taking advantage of the vulnerability of job seekers and presenting them with options that are too good to be true. Below are some of the common red flags to look for when presented with a new job opportunity. Requesting personal information such as bank account info, credit card info, or social security number. While this can be needed with the onboarding process when getting a new job, such as to set up direct deposit, it should not be a part of an initial interview. Also look out if there's a rush to do an online interview. The recruiter or HR personnel should be the ones to set up interviews, and this should be done with advance notice. The employer should not be asking for any type of advance payment as a stipulation for the job. In addition, a company asking you for payment to find you a job is a red flag. If the company offers to send you a check with the expectation that you will send some of the funds back as a reimbursement, the check could be fraud and you would be liable for any losses. Also, if you're asked to open any links or attachments, they could be malware. It's best to delete any attachment if you're uncomfortable or unsure about it. Some ways you can protect yourself from job scams would be to research the company, recruiter, and hiring manager to ensure they're legitimate. If you're having an online interview, call the company with the number you've researched to confirm the interviewer is an employee of the company. If you were asked to do an online interview and you did not apply for that job, do not take the interview. If you are asked via phone or virtual interview to provide personal or financial information, do not continue with the communication. Lastly, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. You can report any type of scam to the two below agencies, the Better Business Bureau and the Federal Trade Commission. Both of their websites are listed on the screen. Charity scams. So charity fraud is the act of using deception to get money from people who believe they are making donations to a charity. To avoid falling for charity scams, use the following tips. Do not donate over the phone. In general, it's best to not donate over the phone because it's difficult to determine authenticity, and up to 95 cents of every donated dollar can go to the telemarketer who just interrupted your day. Follow your instincts. Tearjerker tales may get us to part with our money, but a legitimate group will not rely on sob stories to solicit funds. When an organization is preying on your heartstrings to the point of discomfort, you may be falling for a scam. Also, know the charity. When choosing a charity, do some research. Find out what the charity stands for and about the programs and fundraising campaigns they run. This way, when someone calls impersonating this organization while collecting for a cause you know they don't support, you'll recognize this scam. Read the reviews. Aside from checking out the charity's official website, you'll want to read some third-party reviews. You can check for a charity's legitimacy on objective review sites like Charity Navigator and Charity Watch. Ask for info. You'll sometimes be asked for donations over the phone, and the caller will sound genuine and sincere. You'll be tempted to give money, but first verify that the solicitor is indeed representing a charity. Ask for details. What's the organization's mission? How will this money be used? Will you receive a receipt for tax purposes? If the caller isn't forthcoming or confident with their answers, hang up. Also, give safely. As always, never wire money to an unverified recipient. It's like paying with cash. There's no way to get it back. Similarly, only provide sensitive information if you're absolutely certain the caller is genuine. As mentioned, if you're in doubt, contact the organization on your own to donate funds. Donating to charity is a beautiful thing, so learn how to recognize charity scams so you can continue giving with a full heart. Natural disaster scams. When disasters strike, so do the scams. It's the season of hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, and more. If you live in an area that's prone to storms and flooding, or you volunteer to help the victims of natural disasters, be aware of these 4 post-disaster scams so you're not taken for a ride. First will be bogus charities. As soon as a major natural disaster hits, fake charities spring up. You may get solicitations for donations via email, social media posts, text messages, or phone calls. These appeals are usually accompanied by a sad story designed to play on your emotions and get you to loosen your purse strings. Unfortunately, these scams are often successful at swindling victims out of thousands of dollars. Never take a request for monetary aid at face value. Check out the charity's authenticity at charitynavigator.org and see what the Better Business Bureau has to say about them. Next, FEMA imposters. The days following a natural disaster can be chaotic as victims try to pull their lives and their homes back together. Devious scammers capitalize on this misfortune to impersonate FEMA representatives to collect victims' personal information and/or their money. They're counting on victims being too preoccupied to check their legitimacy. If you applied for FEMA, stay one step ahead of the scammers by remaining alert and cautious. If you receive a phone call from someone claiming to represent the federal organization, only share your FEMA claim number over the phone, keeping all other personal details to yourself. If the caller is legitimate, they should already have any other information they need. If a FEMA representative shows up at your home, ask to see a FEMA-issued photo ID badge. The representative may promise to speed up your claim if you pay a deposit, but this is completely false, as FEMA does not offer any such arrangement. Do not give the FEMA rep any of your money or any of your personal information. Next, look out for shady repair contractors. Many so-called contractors will make the rounds of neighborhoods that have seen storm damage to offer their services to homeowners seeking repairs. They may ask for upfront payment for any work you need and then do a sloppy job or never complete the task. You won't realize you've been conned until the worker has left your home with your money in their pocket. So to avoid getting caught in this scam, carefully research any contractor you'd like to use before hiring and never agree to pay for all or most of the repairs before the work is even done. In a different variation of this scam, someone may show up at your door claiming to represent a utility company you use. They'll threaten to shut off your service if you don't provide immediate payment for any repairs you might need. Ask to see proof that they indeed represent the company they claim to work for, and do not make any upfront payments until you've checked out their authenticity. Damaged cars. It's not only homes that can be heavily damaged by storms, vehicles can get hit hard too. Sometimes a car that's been in a flood or hurricane can be fixed up so it looks fine on the outside, despite a heavily damaged interior. Shady car salespeople might try to sell these vehicles to unsuspecting customers who have no idea that their car has been in such a storm. If you're shopping for a car in an area that has recently been hit by a natural disaster, be sure to check out the car's history on sites such as Carfax.com. Don't let scammers make a natural disaster more difficult than it already is. If you expect fraud, let the FTC know at ftc.gov. We have fun financial tips. So we've actually partnered with Zogo, which is a gamified financial literacy app that teaches everything from opening a bank account to saving for retirement. You can win rewards for completing bite-sized financial literacy lessons on intelligently saving, spending, and managing your money. If you're looking for ways to further your education, Zogo is a free app that teaches you about finance and pays you to learn. You can download Zogo in the App Store for free by using code WeFlorida. We've partnered with Consolidated Credit and Coffee to help you and your family get financially fit. Coffee hosts free webinars on a range of topics regarding financial literacy the second Wednesday of each month. To register, check out weflorida.coffeetime.com and use code WeFlorida to register for free. Some of their next topics they have upcoming are how to invest without being rich and marriage and money for 2023. We will also continue hosting our free monthly webinar series on topics regarding financial literacy. You can register for them on our website. Our next one is November 3rd, and then the one in December is on the 8th. How to join We. How much does it cost to join? There is no fee. Simply open your savings account with a minimum $5 deposit. This represents your share of credit union ownership. As long as your $5 stays on deposit, you're eligible to benefit from any credit union service, including applying for loans, mortgages, and more. You have to live or work in one of our 46 Florida counties, including Broward, Miami-Dade, and West Palm Beach. You can also be a family member of an existing member. You can apply online at wefloridafinancial.com or in person at any of our branch locations. We connect. So we are on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. All of our social media handles are WeFlorida Financial, except Twitter is WeFL Financial. Feel free to follow us to find out financial literacy tips, different promotions we're running, events we're a part of, and more. Questions or feedback. Once again, my email and phone number on the screen if you have any questions following the webinar. And if you want a free $25 on me, you can sign up at wefloridafinancial.com and enter the promotional code community25 when it asks how you heard about us to get a free $25 on me. The account has to be open for 90 days and then you will receive the $25. So we've come to the end of our ID theft and scam protection webinar. Thank you so much for taking your time to log on and learn about spooky scams to stay away from. Feel free to email or call me if you have any questions regarding the presentation or about WeFlorida Financial. Have a great rest of your day.